Hi, I'm Mark Monji, Chief Creative Officer at United Games. Welcome to our first product walkthrough demonstration. First, let's talk about a few principles in our game. Some people have asked, is our game a fantasy sports app? No, we are not, but we are an adjunct to fantasy sports. In fantasy sports games, you make your predictions and analysis prior to the live event, and then once you've watched all your teams participate that have your fantasy players, you go and see your end results. In our app, we play live during the sporting event. You make your predictions drive by drive in the case of NFL football, and then watch those predictions and your score and rankings unfold live during the game along with your participant players. So that's the primary difference with our game. Let's talk also about the games that will be available at launch. In this demonstration, we'll focus on NFL football, but our product will launch also at launch time with World Soccer, closely followed by other world sports, including basketball, baseball, cricket, rugby, and others. So sit back, enjoy this product walkthrough demonstration as we show you our product look and feel design and the core of gameplay. Thanks. As you enter our new app, you will see TV broadcast quality style 3D animations, which sets the look and feel and tone of the game. Then we're into our registration process. So let's go in as a new player and play for free. Here we set up our user account where we can join to our social networks and bring in our friends with us, or we can register without social connections. This shows our MVP player connection screen where you can join with sports alums and celebrities and join the leagues and friend them in the games that they're playing in. Or you can connect with Facebook, Twitter, and your normal social networks. Now let's select a live game to play. We go in and see that as we have made the Dallas Cowboys our favorite team, we can see Dallas Cowboys games. And these are the upcoming games in the next day or so that I can choose to play. I can choose this one in the middle based on player, number, and tokens available. I see the stats available to me on that particular game, how many points are available to win if I get all my predictions and picks correct, and the time to game launch of the live game. I'm ready to play based on this information, and so I click play. Here I come into my pre-game mode now, which are a series of short questions and predictions prior to the live game. I wish to play pre-game, and so as the countdown clock runs, I'm ready to play and go into play. Now I'm presented with my pre-game predictions. This is a basic odds point spread based on the two teams I have available to me, the Dallas Cowboys and the Los Angeles Rams. And based on these odds spreads, I decide to go with the Dallas Cowboys. Here's a multiple choice prediction pick. I could choose higher, lower, or exactly those number of points, and I'm going to go with lower in this case. Here's a player specific prediction screen with the Dallas Cowboys quarterback, Dak Prescott. Do I think he'll pass for at least 250 yards? I'm thinking he might. He's an up and coming player. Now I'm asked which team will have the most penalties in the first half, and I can choose between each of these teams. I'm going to go with Dallas. Which team will commit more false starts? I'm going to go with LA. Will Cowboys wide receiver Dez Bryant catch a touchdown today? What do I think? He's a pretty good wide receiver, consistent scorer, so I'll go yes. Here's another multiple choice selection screen asking how many rushing attempts the running back Darren McFadden will have. He's a decent running back, so I'm going to go with 11 to 16 rushing attempts. Now my pre-game predictions are over. I get notified that I'm done with that section of the pre-game, and I can view my pre-game choices. I can come back at any time and change these prior to the live event. Whether a week before or a couple of hours before, I can make final changes before the game starts and make sure that my pre-game predictions are set correctly. I've reviewed these and now can continue on. I now see that the pre-game mode is complete and done, and I'm ready for live game mode, which I go into. Now we're at game day. The game is live. I'm provided with some advertising which is a win-win-win for all parties. New players have their tokens paid for as they view advertising. Paid players receive discounts and offers from advertisers, which makes their loyalty rewards program that much more fulfilling. And the advertisers, of course, get to have in-game advertising promotion of their products. It's great for everyone. So let's go. Now we have kickoff coming up, and I'm asked, will the kick returner Lucky Whitehead return the kick for a touchdown? I'm feeling lucky and he's lucky, so let's go with yes on this one for a 74-point score. Now the kickoff is about to occur, but commercials are playing for the live event, so I have a couple of minutes of spare time. So I'm going to go into one of my other game features, which is live chat. And now I see that Evander Holyfield, a celebrity, is a part of this game, and he's ready to comment and show that his fans he's involved. We have other game status and game score information and other player and game information feeding in, including player picks, photos and comments about particular players by the fans in the game with me. And of course my friend DevMan is taunting me already, sending me a GIF animation taunt, which will happen a lot in our game. And then of course I see touchdowns, any other game scoring occurring in the game as a constant stream for me as a player, which is awesome. I've never had this experience before with celebrities and others. I can either comment on particular feedbacks I see in my message stream, or I can review messages sent to me by others on a case-by-case basis. So I love this. This is a great new addition to my live sporting world, where I can see a constant stream of information, stats, messages, and comments from others during the live event. So now we go back to the game and we see that the kickoff occurred and Lucky Whitehead ran back for 101 yards for a touchdown. So I really was lucky. The prediction I made was good, and I get notified of that as that event occurred and is reported from on field. So I'm happy and close out of this and move on. Here's the next drive occurring now. The Rams now have possession and they're about to begin their drive. I will have the opportunity to have 4 picks, prediction choices presented to me on this next drive, and I'm ready for that. And those predictions are made available to me prior to this drive. Here's the first of them. It's a multiple choice asking how the drive will end. Touchdown, field goal, what do I think? I'm going to go probably with a punt on this one. Here's another player-specific prediction. How will the quarterback do? Will he complete a pass over 20 yards on this drive? He's a pretty good quarterback, but maybe not that good, so I'm going to say no on this one. Here's another question. Will the offense be tackled for a loss during this drive? This is a team question. How am I thinking? How are the Rams at this particular stage of the game? Thinking maybe no on this one. Here's another of my 4 prediction questions. Will the offense commit a penalty on this drive? Need to consider how my team is doing. I've looked at the last drive and I'm going to say yes on this one. And now I get my game tracker giving me the drive results. The Rams didn't do so well. They picked up 4 or 5 yards there, got a penalty. Not a great drive for them, but I can at least follow along and see how that team is doing. And now I get notified how I did with my drive prediction questions that I just took part in. And this one shows me that I did get no points on this particular question. And so those drive picks will play out for me and I'll see how I'm doing. Here's a in-game live leaderboard showing me how the other players in my game are doing and how they're doing with their predictions. A live feedback to me as a player on my competitive lineup of fellow players. And this is great. So I'm ready to continue now. If I continue on now, I can take a look at my player homepage, which is my profile showing a number of attributes that I have as a player: my total points earned, my winning percentile, my token balance, the achievements I've received as a player as I've played in games, and the leagues that I'm a part of. I also see the friends I have available in my game playing network and many other stats and awards that are part of my player profile. Let's go in to see some other features of the game. Here's notifications which show notifications that get sent to me by various leagues asking me to join games to play, to make up a full player roster. And I can also take a look at my game schedule, which shows me the upcoming games I have, who's playing with me, and when those games are occurring. That's the end of our app walkthrough for today. Lots more to come in the coming weeks. We've enjoyed showing you this game walkthrough and look forward to more in the future. Thanks and goodbye.
So we're going to do two things to help you understand exactly what this is. Okay. First is we're going to take a trip down memory lane. We're going to go past, and you get the advantage of knowing what